Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Beyond the Ballpark. As always, I'm your host, Patrick Moran, alongside Brendan Cunningham. Today, we're going to be back with the drafts. We haven't done a draft in a while. We'll be doing a draft for the best players under 25 years old, or 25 years or younger, I should specify there. So, we're going to be highlighting the young talent in this episode across the league. There is plenty of it. It's going to be a fun one. I'm excited for what's to come. We're going to flip a coin for who gets the number one overall pick. But Brendan, how are we doing before we kick off this episode?
Doing well. Baseball team might secure the playoffs. Getting closer to summer every single day. It's doing good things. Yeah. How about yourself?
Yeah. I'm good. Just chilling. Summer is in full swing for me, as you may know. Finals wrapped up recently, so all we gotta do is get the diploma. But before we get into all the action again, we have a huge announcement from the Beyond the Ballpark. We officially have gone onto YouTube. You can find all of the episodes on our YouTube channel, Beyond the Ballpark. If you just search it up, please subscribe if you feel like you want to do that. Listen to us there. It's a great outlet, great opportunity for us to grow the channel, grow the podcast. Such a important streaming service. I don't even know what you call it. An important outlet for us to get to. Very easily accessible, which is nice. And yeah, very exciting that we are now on YouTube.
Yeah. No, I'm pumped. Just another way to listen to Beyond the Ballpark. It's great.
It is. So just check out the YouTube channel. Maybe I'll link it in the description. Go subscribe, like I said. And without further ado, let's get straight into it. So we have not determined the number one overall pick. We decided not to do it that way. We want to do it on the episode live. And we'll do Snake, right? I would assume.
Of course. Yeah.
Okay. So, and then the person who wins the coin flip, should they choose or should they just get the number one pick?
I'd say you get to choose.
Okay. All right. So I have the flip a coin Google search up on my computer right now. Brendan, I will let you make the call, heads or tails.
Tails never fails.
It is, in fact, tails.
What I tell you?
You
What I
are,
tell you?
ball is in your court.
Tails never fails, and it's just proven there again.
There's nothing I can say. Tails normally always fails, but can't really
With
advertise
the
that.
first overall pick.
You're going to take the pick? You're going to take the first pick?
I'm taking the first overall pick.
Okay, interesting.
And I'm gonna take the best pitcher I think in the game, the best pitcher available, Paul Skeens.
You knew that was coming, folks.
I think that's just a clean and obvious choice.
Would you like to elaborate on your pick or just nothing?
I mean it's Paul Skeens. He's the best pitcher in baseball, like I said. I think there's a lot of pitching depth. I just think he is the best, and I think having the best starter in a series is what the most important. The guy that you can trust go into a game and give you a really good chance of winning. So I think it's very important.
It's more than fair. It's a great pick. He's already got the Cy Young Rookie of the Year, got all the swag in the world. He is unbelievable. And I forget how old he is. I think he's like 22.
23, I think it was.
Yeah, it's crazy. He has accomplished so much. That is your number one pick, ladies and gentlemen. My first pick and the second pick, and now I have 2 and 3. I like having the back-to-back picks, so I feel like I'm in a good spot. And I was looking at it, or as I was preparing as the great drafter that I am, we were both preparing for the draft, and my first pick is going to be Nicholas Kurtz of the Athletics. I feel like, given where he's at in his career, he's already got 2.3 WAR on the season according to Baseball Reference, 7.7 in his career. Got the 8 home runs, 286 average, 37 RBIs, 8 homers. I think I already said that, but whatever. 157 OPS plus, 163 in his career. He's slashing 286, 444, 489 on the season. He's just a fantastic player, right? He is so good in a young athletics lineup that's going to be really exciting for plenty of years to come. I really like my first pick, and you are going to be kind of picking up the scraps at first base, to put it lightly.
No, I mean that's a smart move. You look at first base. There's not a lot of depth there in terms of players under 25. So that is a smart move to play and just get a position that's not that deep. I mean, I can't blame you. Nick Kurtz is. I mean, that's not like a knock on Nick Kurtz. Nick Kurtz is a great player. So that's a good pick.
Yeah, I feel like he's a phenomenal talent as it is, and he's at a very weak position for this draft. So I feel like I got clearly the best player available at the position. And yeah, he's already got the Rookie of the Year, the Silver Slugger. Fantastic player. And I get to go again. I, I like where I'm at with these other positions. I think I'm going to take my first pitcher before they go quickly. I am going to go with Jacob Mizorowski on the mound. He is fantastic. Great arm. Nicholas Kurtz, 23 years old. Got to say the name carefully. But we look at Jacob Mizorowski. Let me try to pull up the stats here. Great arm. He was my starting pitcher 2 in the draft. He has a 2.1 WAR on the season, 4-2 record, 1.89 ERA. In 10 starts, he's gone 57 innings, 88 strikeouts. Just unbelievable stuff. He is nasty on the mound, to say the least. He's got he's got an unbelievable arsenal. So yeah, I think he was clearly the second option on the mound. If we just look at the pitches that he has, got the four-seam fastball, slider, curveball, changeup, and for a guy that was kind of struggling with command in the minor leagues, not walking a ton of guys, which is nice. So yeah, the ERA may not, or no, wait, never mind. I was looking at his 2025 ERA. I feel like I got a very talented starting pitcher at 24 years old.
Yeah, definitely the number 2 pitcher. You know, if you weren't Paul Skeens wasn't there, Jacob Mizorowski is the guy. So smart move, knocking down your ace. Up next for me, I got 2 picks back to back. I think I'm gonna go behind the plate, and I'm gonna grab I think the best catcher. I think one of the best catchers in the game. I'm going Drake Baldwin. I think this is kind of another position that is a little bit thinner, and I think Drake Baldwin so far this year has been phenomenal for the Braves. I think he's a big part of their success. Saw it last year, and then he's just continuing it this year. So I'd like to have him behind the plate for me.
It's a good pick. And you got the next pick because you're back to back.
That's right. I do have the. Where do I want to go here? Yeah. I'm gonna go Junior Caminero at third base. I think he's just one of the best bats in the game. I mean, you can see it last year with the 40 home runs, and this year he's off to another great start. So Junior Caminero, third base, just a great bat in my lineup, and I love it. He's only 22 years old, which is what's so fascinating about him. He's just so young. So I think he's just going to get better and better, and especially for this team.
2 great picks. Hats off to you. Yeah, Drake Baldwin certainly one of the top catchers available. I feel like there's some decent depth, so I like my other options. But, that was fantastic. I mean, he's been great for the Braves, who've really been resurgent, as we've talked about on the show. And then Junior Caminero, he's an unbelievable talent as well at only 22 years old. I'm up at 6 and 7 in the draft. This is going to be tough. You already got your catcher and third baseman, so I can be careful with how I want to do this. And I think this is a fantastic pick. Kind of falling to pick six, sneaky eligible for this draft. Bobby Witt Jr. is going to be my shortstop. Maybe we'll move him around depending on how the board shakes out. But Bobby Witt Jr. is an unbelievable talent. He's still 25. He's probably going to be 26 soon, but he's unbelievable. He's got 7 home runs already this year, 3.3 B/WAR, 298 average, 23 driven in, 16 stolen bases, a 138 OPS plus, and he's slashing 298, 365, 473, 838 OPS. Just great stuff. Great stuff from Bobby Witt Jr. And there's more in the tank, which is the crazy part. He can defend really well at shortstop. He is the centerpiece of this Royals team, and having him on my team is great. I love it. And then at pick 7, as I quickly move over, I think I'm probably going to take another starting pitcher. Nolan McLean of the New York Mets is going to be my guy at this pick. Up real quick. He has got a 3.57 ERA so far at the Big League level. He's 24 years old. 10 games started for the Mets. 58 innings pitched. 69 strikeouts. 1.03 WHIP. 2-3 record. Not great, but the Mets are not a great team, so whatever. Former Orioles draft pick. Fun fact: drafted by the Orioles, did not sign. Went to the Mets, and he's a beast, of course. Nasty stuff from the right side. Him and Mizorowski, really some of the nastiest arms in baseball. He's got the sinker, four seam, sweeper, curveball, cutter, changeup. You watch the highlights, it looks like he's throwing blitz balls. It's unbelievable. He got promoted last year, and he has not missed a beat. So I'm bringing in some great talent with picks 6 and 7.
Um, yeah, I mean, in terms of Bobby Witt, he's one of the best players in baseball. I do think there's a lot of depth in the shortstop position, so that's why he's fallen so far here. But definitely would have been much higher if not for that fact. But still a great pick by you.
I mean,
And
he's like one of the best players in baseball, top 3.
he's
So
one of the best. He's a
yeah,
phenomenal player.
that's
Um,
why I agree with you. The depth is there at the position, but when it's Bobby Witt Jr., you just go get him.
for sure. So yeah, it's a solid pick. And then Nolan McLean, it's good. He's been up
Yes.
starting pitching. I don't think personally the guy I would go with now that I have my pick. Or I thought you were going to take at the starting pitcher. I'm going to go Cam Schlittler
Okay.
of the New York Yankees. Cam Schlittler right now, I mean, I think he's probably the front runner for Cy Young in the American League. I mean, he's having a phenomenal start to the season after his 2025, where he ended it with or I guess had dominance for his Red Sox in the wild card. I remember that, watching that. It was the first time I saw him kind of pitch a full game, and he looked phenomenal there, and he's just carried on in 2026. He's been dominant so far. So I think number 2 for me is a great spot for Cam Schlittler.
That's valid. I did not have Nolan McLean was ahead of Cam Schlittler on my big board, so just to clarify that, I think I like Nolan McLean better than Cam Schlittler, but that's not to take away anything from Cam Schlittler. He is amazing in his own right and phenomenal pick. I mean, like you mentioned, Cy Young front runner, so yeah, good stuff there.
Yeah. And then for shortstop, I'm gonna get my shortstop now. Even though you just got yours, I feel like I gotta lock this guy up. I'm going Ellie De La Cruz.
Okay. All right.
Big topic last week. We talked about him a lot. If you haven't heard that, you should go listen to that. But people know if you listen to that, he's been playing at MVP level. He's in the National League. I mean, I'd say he might be the front runner right now. He's put it all together. The average, the power, the fielding, and the speed. I mean, it's all there for Elliot Cruz. I'd say he's neck and neck with Bobby Witt Jr. right now. And if you want to say Bobby's a little better, I'm fine with that. Ellie's a little better, I'm fine with that. I think in terms of shortstops, I think those are the 2 best guys in the league, in my opinion.
For sure. Certainly valid points. I just think Bobby Wood Jr. is better. So that's where I stand. I feel like I got the better player there. Happy, but Elliot De La Cruz, insanely talented. I mean, he's got some of the best tools in baseball. Plenty to be excited about with that pick, and you made two great selections. 10 and 11 are mine, and where do I want to go with this? I got my first baseman. I got left side of the infield caliber guy. Um, this is where it gets interesting. I can wait on catcher just because you already got your catcher. I'm not gonna pull you and do the shortstop thing right after me. I feel like I want to go outfield, but there's so many outfielders. Um, I am gonna go outfield. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go J Rod at pick 10. Julio Rodriguez
Okay.
is the move at this pick. I mean, similar to the Bobby Witt thing for the case of this draft. He is like he's in a very deep, position group, plenty of depth, and you can certainly go grab that later. But I want Julio Rodriguez. He is fantastic. I know the numbers don't look phenomenal right now. He's got a 257 average, 8 homers, 54 hits, and 210 at bats, slashing that 257 average with a 322 on base, 424 slugging, 746 OPS, 115 OPS plus. I mean, those are some decent numbers, 5 stolen bases, but he is really going to heat up later in the season. He's only 25 years old, turned 25 146 days ago. As I'm looking at Baseball Reference, he is phenomenal. I mean, we keep saying it, but all of these guys are wildly talented. And Julio, he's a great defender in center. I love that for my team. And he is going to go to center field. And with my next pick, got my star outfielder, so I don't need to look at them anymore. I'm going to go. I just love the player, and I love the start that he's off to. I don't know if this is a reach or not. I'm going to go CJ Abrams of the Washington Nationals. Second base, to clarify there. CJ Abrams, he's a great player. I mean, he's a guy that starts well, so kind of contradicts Julio Rodriguez a little bit. But he's got a 293, 384, 545 slash line so far this season, 928 OPS, that 164 OPS plus, 11 homers, 45 driven in, 7 stolen bases, and 191 at bats. He's got the 1.9 wins above replacement, and he's still 25. I mean, he's super young. It feels like he's been around longer than he actually has. So I'm moving CJ Abrams to second base. I think that's where he's going to be if he's not sticking with the Nats, which is possible. Not the best defender at shortstop, but regardless, phenomenal bat, and he's going to pair really well with Bobby Witt. The defense is going to get better at second.
Yeah. I mean, Julio Rodriguez used my top name in the outfielders, so I'd say it's a right pick there. And then C.J. Abrams. Well, I actually didn't have on my list. I know. Did I? I did not have him on my list.
Oh wow,
But no, I think I'm fine with that. I think I'm fine with not getting C.J. Abrams.
you're missing a nine. You don't. You're not going to miss a 928 OPS.
I can make up for it. I got other guys. It's not. He's not the only guy out there. You know.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Interesting.
So I think I'll be all right. And so I mean, two good picks there for you. Back to me. It's what 12, 13. Um. I think I want to grab an outfielder. Just because I don't want to get another good one. So I'm gonna go Corbin Carroll. I'm gonna stick him. Can I change the positions
Yeah,
later?
he can move around. Yeah.
Okay, so right now I'll start him in right field, but I may want to change that later. Corbin Carroll, I mean, one of the best players, one of the best outfielders. I has my second best. I think he's second best. He's at a 2.5 WAR this season, 285 average, 7 home runs, got 26 RBIs, OPS from 934. So very good start to season, Corbin Carroll. You know how fast he is. I think that's an important thing you got to look at. I mean, he's leading the MLB in triples right now for the fourth straight season, which is something I just looked at. And stolen bases 6 so far. So the speed and then the defense, I think he plays a great right field, along with hitting for hitting good power and decent average. I think he'll be a great addition to the team. And then I'm going back to pitcher. I think I'm gonna lock down this rotation, and we're gonna get some real good guys. I'm gonna go Chase Burns as my number 3 in the rotation. I think he's had a great start for the rest this so far this season. If I pull up his numbers, we talked about a little bit about him last week. I remember that he's got a 1.83 ERA, 2.9 WAR, 6 wins, 1 loss, 64 strikeouts, whip of 9.49 in 59 innings. So great stuff from Chase Burns to start the year.
Solid picks, no doubt. Chase Burns did have him on my board. Not super high though, so I feel like I'm fine. But regardless, great pick. Don't want to diminish the pick. And then Corbin Carroll, I mean, he's phenomenal athlete. So you came in with some solid picks, 12 and 13. Now I got 14 and 15. This is a big pick because 14 the best number. So this has got to be important. I got some solid pieces on my infield already. Some of the best, I think, for this draft. So I could definitely wait. And then I already got my first baseman. I'm probably gonna dip into the starting pitching market, kind of respond to your Chase Burns pick. I'm gonna go with Yuri Perez of the Miami Marlins. He's phenomenal in his own right. He's looked great so far this season with the Marlins. He's kind of the Sandy prodigy because Sandy could be on his way out. And then you just have Yuri Perez be that guy. So far, he's got a 4.91 ERA. Not spectacular on paper, but he's pitched 58 and 2/3 innings, 63 strikeouts, and 11 starts. 23 years old. He's got some crazy stuff, and he's coming off of injury, so you got to keep that in mind. He's got the four-seam fastball, sweeper, slider, changeup, curveball, sinker. Plenty of offerings in his arsenal as well. Kind of similar to Nolan McLean, but yeah, I think he's plenty talented. He's going to be part of the future of pitching in Major League Baseball. And, excuse me, I'm excited to add him. And then for my next pick, I'm going to wait on the pitcher because I'm deciding between two. This might be where I take my first reliever, if that's crazy. But don't think it's too crazy to do that. No, I'm not gonna go pitcher. I'm gonna go hitter. I'm gonna select. You have one outfielder. I already have one, so tough. A lot of great options. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna just get the catcher out of the way. I'll go with Samuel Basayo. I'm gonna show some bias here. Love watching Samuel Basayo. He's great behind the plate, or not. I shouldn't say defensively, but great bat. He's got a special bat for sure, and he can do some decent things behind the plate. I should say good tools, but kind of has to put some stuff together. He's already got 1.1 wins on the season, 142 at bats, 7 homers, 18 RBIs, slashing 268, 325, 479, 128 OPS plus, 804 OPS, and I think there's even more in the tank. He's only 21 years old. I think there's plenty to be excited about. Not going to take Adley's job because Adley's bouncing back this year, which is great. And also, Basayo's not really an everyday catcher. He can catch once in a while. not once in a while. He can do a little more than that. But yeah, I regardless, I want the talent on my team. He's going to be my backstop.
Okay. Um, Solid picks here. I can see the kind of strategy you're going with. I think Silas has been great for those so far this season. He's only 20 years old. He's very young. And then Yuri Perez. I had him on my list. I had him a little farther down. Um, I think the numbers so far didn't really you know I need to see, I know he has the stuff to be great. I just haven't seen on the field so far this year, so it's kind of what it's holding me back from placing me a little higher on my list. But there's definitely potential with him. So now it's back to me. It was this is 15, 16 or 16, 17 I got here.
16, 17 for your next two.
16, 17. Okay. Um, where do I want to go? I think I'm going back to the outfield here. Um, yeah. Question is, what guy?
A
I
lot
think
of
there's a lot of guys that can go here. Just who would be the right pick? Or this is tough. This is tough. I'm gonna go PCA. I'm gonna put him in center field. Um, a little bit of a slower start this year, but I think he still has the offensive upside to be great. And then in terms of defense, I think he's the best defensive center fielder, or even outfielder in the game. So putting him in center field along with Corbin Kale in right field, I mean that's a nightmare for hitting the ball in the outfield. I think they're going to track a lot of balls down, make a lot of good plays. So in terms of defense, they're going to be great out there. And then I'm going right back to pitching. I got to do it. I'm locking down this rotation. And so my next starting pitcher, I'm going Trey Savage. Was injured to start the year, but has been phenomenal so far for Blue Jays. In only 5 games, he's putting up like a 1 ERA. And then we saw it last year, not only in the regular season, but in the playoffs. He was phenomenal. He was great in the World Series. So I think he's a guy that's reliable in the regular season, I think, and then also raises to the moment in the postseason, which is huge. So I'm having it my fourth starting pitcher.
great picks. PCA, I will say, was not on my board. Kind of the prolonged struggles steering me away. He is the best defender in center field, maybe in the sport, just period. But yeah, I'm not loving the bat right now. Kind of a recency biased thing, but yeah, I wasn't too hip to him. Once again, did not have him on my board. And then Trey Savage, great pickup. Does that fill out your rotation? Have you got five?
I've got four.
You got four. Okay. Interesting. So we each have. Wait. Yeah, no. Wait a minute. I have three. You have four. So I can. Okay. All right. Noted. My next picks are gonna be. I'm probably gonna go the third base route. Didn't have a ton of depth at that position, but we're gonna be fine because we can kind of move some other pieces around. The question is, do I go for the proven commodity, the upside, or do I go with a true youngin, a true rookie? I think I might pull a Team USA move and go with Gunnar Henderson at third base. He's gonna be my third baseman. I know he's had some struggles, but regardless, we know that he's very talented. That's weird. He's only 24 years old still, and I know that he's at a 99 OPS plus, which is essentially league average. Got a 229 average, 10 homers, 278 on base percentage, 425 slugging, 703 OPS. That is not the Gunnar Henderson we're used to, but I think he can heat up. I think he's going to be better. And him and Bobby Witt Jr. on the same infield, that is some special stuff. And I love it as an Orioles fan. Henderson and Basayo on my team. Maybe I'm showing some Oriole bias, but regardless, love the talent there. And then my next pick, I might go the starting pitching route. I'm not sure though. I think I do want to go the starting pitching route because I only have three. I'm gonna go Connolly Early of the Boston Red Sox. I think Connolly Early is a great pitcher, and he's got a lot of stuff going for him. He's got the Cam Slitler esque mantra because he pitched well in the postseason. He's 24 years old, and this season he's got a 3.33 ERA in 10 starts, 54 innings pitched, 50 strikeouts, 1.19 WHIP. Got some great pitchability, which is really good. Got the four seam fastball, changeup, sinker, curveball, slider, sweeper. Another guy with some versatile offerings, and that's cool. So I got plenty of starting pitchers with deep bags of pitches. I think that's a good place to be.
Connolly Early, that definitely, hurts. Definitely a Red Sox pitcher that I was thinking about of snagging. So, sucks that you got him, but it's fine. And then Gunnar Henderson, I also thought about him in terms of when I was picking third baseman and shortstops. He's kind of similar to PCA, where we know he has it in him to be great, but is struggling as of lately. So that's kind of what avoided me with him. But in terms of third baseman, I would say I was thinking about that moving to third base. So he's probably the second best guy you could have at that position, which is a good pick. Back to me now for my picks. Question is where I want to go. Um, hmm. I think I'm gonna close out this rotation here. I'm gonna go my final pitcher. I'm going Red Sox. I'm going Peyton Tolley. I love Peyton Tolley on the mound. For the few Red Sox games I've seen him pitch a couple times, and he looks phenomenal. His poise on the mound has been incredible. He's had a great start to the year. Obviously, he's the big guy, big lefty. He's going to be great to round out this rotation at the 5 spot. And I had to get a Red Sox in there. That's good stuff. And then for my next pick, I'm going to grab. I think I'm going to grab one of the best hitters I think I have on my list that's kind of gone under the radar. I'm going to go Riley Green. I think he's obviously had a great start. He's batting 324, 4 home runs so far this season. I'm actually going to put him at DH right now. That might change later, but I think Riley Green at DH is a good call. I think he's proven to be one of the best hitters in the MLB at a great 2025, and he's starting off with a strong 2026. So I think Riley Green would be good at my DH.
Absolutely. Great job there. For the record, I did slam my fist on my desk when you took Peyton Tolley. I really wanted him. And of course, I was muted, so didn't hear that. But regardless, that is just a phenomenal job. And then Riley Green, I didn't consider. I forgot that he was 25. Is he 25 years old?
He is just barely 25. Yes, his birthday's on June 18th.
Okay. But yeah, that's a nice scouting success there. I was not on my radar. Forgot that he could be eligible for this draft. Anyway, now I gotta go with my next two picks, 22 and 23. For the record, I am putting Gunnar Henderson at third base, Bobby Wood Jr. at shortstop. I think Gunner's going to be better at third, normally is, and Bobby Wood's just a phenomenal defensive shortstop. So we're going to roll with that. And then, my next pick might be where I start crashing the reliever market. This late in the draft, like we've got a bunch of picks in. I'm going to go with Abner Uribe, Milwaukee Brewers, closer, arguably. He has got some nasty stuff out of the bullpen. I know we keep saying that with starters, but he's been doing it for quite a while. And if you look at the numbers here, he's part of the Milwaukee pitching factory, 25-year-old. He's has not gotten off to a great start in 2026. 4.42 ERA in 20 games started, or 20 games, not starts. He's got 5 saves, 18 in the third innings, 19 strikeouts, 1.15 whip. He had a 1.67 ERA in 75 games last year, 75 in the third innings pitched. He has got some crazy stuff coming out of that bullpen. Just got the sinker and slider. Those are his main 2 pitches, which is just, they're dangerous. They are really good, and that's all he needs. So, yeah, he can just go ahead, sling it for 1 inning, and I want to start to get the reliever market up. And then it's my pick. So he's my first reliever, and then I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go 2 relievers in a row. Just swipe my top 2 names off the board. Kind of cheated with this one a little bit, but I think he's valid. I'm gonna go with Roki Sasaki from the Dodgers. He is, I believe, 24 years old. He's been starting. Dodgers keeping him in the rotation for now, but we saw what he could do out of the bullpen as a reliever in the postseason. He's got 10 games, 8 games started, so not all of his appearances have been starts. Or no, that was last year. He's got the full 9 starts this year. He's got a 4.93 ERA, 45 and 2/3 innings, 43 strikeouts, 1.42 WHIP. He's a really young arm, 24 years old. But regardless, he's got some great offerings: 4-seam fastball, slider, split finger. That's a downer breaking pitch. So is the forkball. Yeah, I mean, the stuff plays out of the bullpen. We saw it in the postseason. Dodgers were able to maximize his talent when it mattered most. So with that, I got my bullpen set, and I feel like I got the best 2 relievers in this draft.
I mean, Rookie Sasaki, definitely a little fringe, but I will give it to you because I also had on my board as a reliever because reliever is very thin, especially trying to find guys who fit it. So I'll let you have that one. And Abner Rabu, that was definitely, if you didn't take him that round, I would have taken him. He was the best reliever I had on my board. And I don't think it's close. So that's definitely a good pick. That does leave me sweating a little bit because I only had 3 relievers on my board. I just hope that you wouldn't take 2 of them.
That's why I took 2, because I knew the depth was not there.
I gambled a little bit. I just hope you wouldn't. I didn't want to do any more research. So I hope you wouldn't take 2 of them.
Gotta get creative.
So now I have to find a new one, but that's fine. We'll worry that later. I gotta work on my next pick because I don't have to worry about relievers anymore because you have already picked them. Um, I'm gonna go outfield here. Question is once again, who's the pick? Um,
So many options.
there's just so much depth. I don't know. I'm going Roman Anthony.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Another Red Sox, a little bias, and I know he's having a little slower start to the year, but I think we all know the talent's there. Saw it last year, saw it WBC. I think he's injured, dealing with a little injury right now, so it's been a little bit of a slow start, but I think he'll pick it up when he gets back and definitely second half of the season. So Roman Anthony in left field, I think that's great. That's where he belongs. Um, so that's a good one for me. I got another Red Sox. And then my next pick, I'm gonna go Sal Stewart at first base.
Ooh, didn't have him, but doesn't matter because I took Nick Kurtz.
You did. I think obviously Nick Kurtz is better, but Sal Stewart, another guy who's having a great start to the season. He's batting. He's got 12 home runs, 256 batting average with 34 RBIs. OPS of 840. So good start for Sal Stewart. You can kind of throw him anywhere too. Like he's a first baseman, a third baseman, and they say a second baseman. So he could play a little everywhere. So Sal Stewart, first base.
Good stuff. Certainly. And then, Roman Anthony, didn't have him on my board. That is my bad. I love Roman Anthony, so I certainly respect that pick from you. And so my infield's rounded out. I'm gonna start dipping into the outfield market. Give me James Wood. I'm gonna show some DMV bias. James Wood can do some special things with the bat. He is got some thunder from the left side of the plate. Page. No, this is not great content, but here we go. He's got 203 at bats, 13 homers, 34 RBIs, 7 stolen bases. Even he's sneaky fast. Primarily, he's turned into a corner outfielder. He used to play a little bit of center field, but I'm fine sticking him in the corner. 161 OPS plus, slashing 256, 396, 517, 913 OPS. He's got a great eye at the plate. He's my second national on my team, and he's again just got some great talent. And I think bringing him in, 23 years old, good stuff. I'm feeling good. I think he's going to go to left field for me, yeah, because J Rod's in center. And then I'm going to go outfield again. I'm going to keep doing the back to back game. I think I'm going to do the same thing you did. And I know I just put James Wilson left, but he's going to go to right. I'm going to give me Michael Harris in left field. He's Atlanta Brave. He certainly bounced back this season. You look at the numbers. I know he made an adjustment. I was tapped in to his struggles, and then he made a swing adjustment. Now he's back, and again, him and Drake Baldwin, the youth movement on the Braves resurgence. Got a 1.7 WAR, 11 homers, 294 average, 319 on base, 508 slugging, 827 OPS, 34 OPS plus. Didn't want him to go unnoticed. He's got 29 runs driven, and he's a phenomenal defender in center field. He's going to look even better in left. So James Wood is going to go to right, and then Michael Harris is going to go to left for me. And that's my outfield. J-Rod, James Wood, Michael Harris.
All right. I mean, yeah, build out your outfield. Michael Harris, like you said, big part of the Braves with Drake Baldwin. Definitely seeing a resurgence from him and James Wood. Thought about him a little bit. Definitely a lot of talent there, and I could see him picking him up. So good pick. And then it's back to me. I was lucky to find another reliever, so I'm happy about that. But I'm going to go to second base. I feel like that needs to get done. Is kind of between two guys here. Let's go. I'm going JJ Weatherholt for the St. Louis Cardinals. The rookie, who's, I feel like I'm saying a lot, but he's another guy with a great 2026 so far. He's got 9 home runs, 237 average, 2.5 WAR at second base for the Cardinals. Kind of the reason why the Cardinals are playing a little better than people thought. I think he's a great player. Obviously, he's young. He's only, 23? So he's got room to grow for my team here. Defensively, I think he's good there at second base. I like him up the middle with Ellie. So yeah, that's my second baseman. And then relievers, I can only pick one of them right now. And I will go with Justin Martinez for the Diamondbacks. Get his numbers up. I think he's kind of having a kind of like Abner Urebu. Not the best start to 2026, but he.
I think Justin Martinez is actually hurt.
He is. Are we counting that? Oh, he's on the 60 IL.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. We still count that.
Okay, I didn't see a 60 IL thing.
He was on my board as well, so yeah.
Yeah, but last year, I mean, why didn't he pitch 2026? Oh, it's 2025. My bad. But I still think he has talent. I mean, if you look at 2024, was the last time I really pitched a full season. Which is a little brutal. I'm realizing right now he hasn't really pitched since 2025, but it's fine. Um, I think he has talent, and I think
Okay.
he's going to be my best reliever.
Yeah, for sure. He was a guy that I had circled on my list, so glad that you took him. It's a great pick. You got Weatherholt and Martinez. Yeah, Weatherholt, great one as well. Now I'm up at 30 and 31. Let me think about this. I'm probably just going to wipe out my starting rotation, pitching in general. I think this might actually be it for me. I think I got every. Oh no, wait, I still got DH. My last two picks of the draft, I believe, because that's it. I think Kyle Harrison is going to be my starting pitcher 5. He has really turned it around with the Milwaukee Brewers. Makes my rotation well rounded. You got 2 lefties, 3 righties. In a great spot there. So good stuff. He's got a 1.77 ERA in 9 starts, 45 and 2/3 innings, 59 strikeouts, 1.07 WHIP. Brandon, the Red Sox did not learn their lesson with Quinn Priester,
Gosh.
not trading with the Brewers. And Kyle Harrison is following suit. He's got the 4-seam fastball, which has always been great. A slurve, which is really good. Changeup is solid. Sinker as well in the pitch mix. That is a great guy to round out the rotation. I mean, ERA under 2 as a starter. Unbelievable stuff. So, yeah, that is really good value, in my opinion. And then my last pick of the draft, I'm not going to bottle up this guy's talent, but I feel like I have to do it. He's the youngest player in the draft, Connor Griffin, Pittsburgh Pirates. Again, I'm drinking the Pirates Kool-Aid. They got something going on, and I know I'm suppressing what he can offer my team because he's not playing the field. Might have to move, C.J. Abrams to DH, and then you got Henderson second, Witt short, Griffin third. But whatever. He's got plenty of versatility. Great defensive shortstop and center fielder. They did both in the minor leagues, which is special stuff. And if you look, it here we go. 20 years old. He made his debut at 19. Hardly ever see that. This is the antithesis of the draft, which is highlighting the young talent. He's got a 266 average, 20 driven in, 3 homers, 12 stolen bases already. He's really got that power speed. 323 on base percentage, 391 slug, 713 OPS, 100 OPS plus. He's been hitting really well as a 20-year-old. What's his birthday hit? So, yeah, I mean, this is a young prodigy, 1.5 wins already. He is going to be special in Pittsburgh. Got the 9-year contract, 9 years, 140. So, yeah, he could be the future of baseball, and that is my last pick.
Definitely thought about Connor Griffin. A lot of upside there. I just think it's a little too early for me. I think there's little guys that are a little more proven for me. So I'd say it's a good pick though. A lot of upside. And then Kyle Harrison. I mean, that one hurts. Could have been in the Red Sox rotation this year. We definitely need him. But no, we want to kill dirt. So what are we doing in front office? But that's a good pick. Kyle Harrison, definitely a good young arm. So to round out this draft, my final pick, my final reliever, I'm going Orion Kerkering. The Kerkering. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Kerkering, I think it is.
For the Philadelphia Phillies. In 2026, he's pitched in 21 games, 2.45 ERA, and he's got 16 strikeouts, 1 save, 18 innings. So I think he's been great for the Phillies so far this year. And he's going to be the second guy out of the pen for me. Or maybe he's the first guy because I was getting injured, but I don't know if we count on that. It's weird. But Orion is the final name picked in the draft.
Does that fill out your team? Pretty sure
That
it
is
does.
it.
Nice. So, just for clarity, you had PC in center, and then how did you shake out the rest of your?
Okay. So catcher is Drake Baldwin. First base, Sal Stewart. Second base, JJ Weatherholt. Third base, Junior Caminero. Shortstop, Elio de la Cruz. Left field, Robert Anthony. Center field, PCA. Right field, Corbin Carroll. DH, Riley Green. I just go through starting pitchers too.
Sure. Yep. Go ahead.
So starting pitchers, it's Paul Skeens, Cam Schlittler, Chase Burns, Trey Savage, and Peyton Tolley. And the relievers are Justin Martinez and Orion Kirkering.
Yeah, that's a good team. And just a note, you took the other two relievers that I had written down. So
There we
all
go.
four, a big part. Yeah, we're we're taking. My team, I got Nicholas Kurtz at first base, C.J. Abrams at second, Bobby Witt Jr. at shortstop, Gunnar Henderson at third base. The outfield is Michael Harris in left, Julio Rodriguez in center, James Wood in right field. Connor Griffin is my DH. I think I said, oh no, I didn't. Samuel Basayo is catching for me. Starting rotation: Jacob Mizorowski, Noel McLean, Yuri Perez, uh, Kyle Harrison. I know is my last starter. I'm missing one though.
Connolly
Connolly
Early.
Early, Red Sox. Yep. Then my two relievers: Abner Uribe and Hiroki Sasaki.
Yeah, I mean, I think very good lineup. Um, Obviously your bullpen I think is a little better than mine. You got the two best names, but um, I think overall these are pretty even teams. I think the comments you decide who has the better lineup here.
Yes, we will put it out on the socials, the lineups, and whatnot. We'll make sure to send over. You want to put it in lineup order, like how you would stack the lineup, or
Yes, that's a good. I was thinking about that.
all right. So
Um,
we'll make sure to send that over later after the episode. Get that straightened out. But yeah, that'll be available on all the socials. You'll get to see the lineups, whatever it looks like. If I'll put it in a diamond position or just list them. Regardless, you'll have a chance to vote on whose is better. And yeah, this was phenomenal. I mean, there's still a ton of names that we didn't go through. I want to pour some out real quick. If did you have any names you wanted to shout out?
yeah, you do yours, and I'll see if I have any more.
Okay, so names that I did not, or the names I had written down, but not taken in this draft. Carter Jensen, Francisco Alvarez at the catching position. I had Parker Messick written down, but I pivoted to Kyle Harrison, even though I did not have Kyle Harrison written down. First base, Colt Keith. I think he's pretty solid. I mean, he's hasn't had great numbers. Kobe Mayo, again, similar thing. Both of those two, decent upside. Mayo higher upside, but regardless, they're both solid. Kyle Manzardo of the Guardians. No, he hasn't performed well, but he had a really nice season last year. Second base, or really infield. Kevin McGonigal did not get taken. That's a little sad to me, but it is what it is. He's probably the best name left off the list. Jackson Holiday was another name I had written down. Still not giving up on him. The Mariners guys, Cole Young, Colt Emerson, out there in the Pacific Northwest. AJ Ewing of the New York Mets. He's come up and done some nice things for them. And then Jacob Wilson of the Athletics was not taken. I had him written down. Outfield, plenty of names that we missed. Jackson Choria was a name that I was heavily considering. Jordan Walker at DH was a name that I was heavily considering. Dalen Lyle, the Nationals, no, kind of sneaky, but he's one of my favorite players. I love watching that guy. And then Chase DeWater of the Cleveland Guardians. He's been doing some good stuff since coming up. Made the opening day roster. Wyatt Langford of the Rangers and Jackson Merrill of the Padres.
I mean, for me, you kind of named everybody in field. I know I had Mason Wood written down at shortstop. I think he's a great player. And then outfield, I think you definitely have more names written down than me. I think I did how much I actually needed in case you took the guy. So another guy I had written down was Andy Pajes. I think that's a big name.
Ooh, good one. That's kind of
But
surprising he didn't get taken.
one of the best hitters in baseball right now. But I don't know why we didn't pick him.
Yeah, I didn't have them down. I didn't have them written down. So
There you go.
yeah, I feel like this was a really nice, encompassing episode of the fact that there is so much young talent in the big leagues, which is really cool. At the end of the day, I think the game is in good hands for sure.
I mean, absolutely. I love seeing the young talent. Seeing new guys come up. I mean, Connor Griffin just this year coming up, and he's already making an impact. I mean, a lot of the guys that we have, I think. I mean, there's a lot of rookies. I think this rookie class that we have this year is one of the best we've seen in a while. I just think that the younger guys are just getting better and better every year. I mean, every single year you get this new phenom. It's phenomenal.
No doubt. So that'll do it for this episode. I know we kind of aired out a lot of thoughts, but Brendan, do you have any more just about life or baseball or?
Just go subscribe to the YouTube.
Yeah, that's the big one. YouTube channel is up. In case you forgot, check it out. All the episodes, all the previous episodes are available, and we'll make sure to update it as we upload new episodes. Really cool that we're able to be so even more accessible now. Just YouTube is pretty simple platform to use. Pretty mainstream social media. So yeah, cool that we're on there. It's just its own YouTube channel. So that's really cool. That is all we got for you guys. We'll see you next week.